Okay, good afternoon. Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about when you give yourself a hard time, how to deal with that and what to do. Okay, many blessings. Okay, so I'm out here. Been a glorious summer here in the UK this year, and I'm in my garden. And it's Wednesday today, so I like to do a video once a week. And something's just come up for me in this moment. Sometimes I know in advance what I want to talk about, and sometimes, in the moment, something's just happened and I have to deal with it. And I think, oh, I can speak about this. So very much my videos are about my life experience. How do I cope with living and being mindful on a day-to-day basis, and sometimes I struggle with that. So this is kind of my experience. What have I learned? What am I learning? So I've just spoken to my landlord, and I've got a meeting, I've got a few things to do, and I felt that I was a little bit rude, that I interrupted, and because I know I've got a few things to do, and afterwards it was like I could just feel myself going, oh, actually that wasn't very skillful. I should have been a bit more patient and I should have listened more rather than going, right, I've got to get to this meeting in a bit. And afterwards I just noticed, oh, I'm giving myself a little bit of a hard time. And so today I'm just going to share with you 3 things just you can do when you notice yourself giving yourself a hard time. The first thing is just rolling the shoulders and softening, receiving this. This is how it feels like. I feel like I've made a mistake. I feel like I'm giving myself a hard time. And just rather than being in the head judging, just dropping down into your heart. This is what it feels like to feel this. And what I feel is just the heart starts to open. Maybe there are tears there, but it just, something shifts. The second thing is, when you notice yourself giving yourself a hard time, it's like, say well done. I know this seems strange, but say well done. I made a mistake. I am giving myself a hard time because I judged that I did something wrong. I failed in some way. Welcome to the human race. This is part of being human. That if you've made a mistake, welcome. Everybody makes mistakes. But somehow we sometimes believe that we're the only one who makes mistakes, and we go, why did I do that? If you've made a mistake, if you want, just pat yourself on the back. Well done, I'm human, I've made a mistake, and that's okay. And that just takes the edge off. It's like, oh, yeah, good, that's alright, that's part of the journey. And the third thing really is to do with what can you learn from what you've just done. So say for example you've made a mistake, you're giving yourself a hard time. How could I do this differently? And in my instance it's like, oh yeah, I could maybe breathe a bit more, realise that I personally wouldn't like being interrupted, so why is it okay that I interrupt others? How would it feel if someone did that to me? I'm just feeling that. It's like, okay, I think I'd feel annoyed. And therefore, yeah, I can feel that. Once I feel in and tune into that, I can go, right, I'll be more mindful next time. And just the last thing is, when you're giving yourself a hard time, just drop it. That's the last thing, just drop it. You're an amazing being, and part of your learning is making mistakes. It is messing up sometimes. That's part of being the great being that you are. So, from this beautiful space, this beautiful summer in the UK, wishing you many blessings to wherever you are in the world. And yeah, please do comment below any reflections, anything you notice that resonates with you, and any comments or things you could add. I really appreciate your support. Many blessings.